plastic that we got here?
Well, to build this business, initially when you start off, you talk to a few people. The worst thing that can happen is you talk to a few people and start expecting results, because results might take some time. But that's where the difference between a job mindset and a business mindset comes in. You're not just getting paid for employee, you're in your own business. So suddenly when the switch happens, you start thinking, like if you've got a startup, if something doesn't work, you see what best I can do, what best I can change, because nobody else is going to do for you. So you have to remove that mindset of, okay, I talked to so many people, so where is the result? You have to make the changes. And then you're not alone. There's a blueprint available. Most of us who's in IT, we have no idea about the project, but we work on the project because there's a project plan, there's a template, there are other experiences that people bring, and we go for it. Here again, there's a blueprint. What you got to do is just follow it and just implement it. When you can follow a project plan for a job, can't you follow a freedom plan to get free? Come and join us.
Guys, Brit Worldwide country mentor, Kanti Gala, in his city, he said that first couple of months, he listened to almost 100 CDs. And he studied this business very well. He is a PhD scientist. And because of that study that he did in an initial couple of months, he could guide people very well in this business when they came into their business. So each one of you, as you work in this business, you will find those 6 people coming into this business which is required to go diamond. But question is, can you guide them, right? So if you can study this business just like any other subject for first couple of months, 3-4 months, well, listen to 60, 100 CDs just to learn this science, you can guide anybody. And that is what is required to succeed in this business. Thanks.
The question is, can any one of you do it? The answer is yes and no. The answer is yes, if you take the responsibility of motivating yourself. Look, when I work with people, when I look for the leaders, the only quality I look for is, can this person motivate himself? Because like food, air and water, motivation is a daily requirement of a human being. Would you agree? Have you seen people coming to office who you think can do with a lot of motivation? They are just looking like they are not at all motivated to come there, especially on Monday mornings. It's the same thing in life. So when I came to my first function like this, I realized that coming to such meetings and listening to leaders motivates me. And when I go back home, listening to CDs motivates me, right? So when I face challenges, I put in on a CD or I attended a meeting and I shook hands with some successful person and the motivation came back. Of course, there is a decision to be made to discipline yourself, but you should be willing to spend 90 days in this business, 3 months in this business to find out what does this business actually take? What happens in this business? And I think if you spend the first 3 months with the person who has brought you here and you take the steps the way they recommend you to, you will figure out a reason to motivate yourself.
Okay. If I have to ask you, has it really been worth it? What will you say? Has it been worth it to, wake some nights and not watch some serials and maybe not watch some first day, first shows? I mean, I don't think that's called really sacrifice, right? But do you think it's been worth it?
Well, it's for you to decide. I can only tell you what we have achieved. I was able to let go of my job a couple of years back, and I'm in my mid-30s. So I saved 25 years of job life. And you know what I'm doing with it? I'm spending it with my wife, with my children, with my parents, with my in-laws. I'm doing something for the society, doing something for the underprivileged. And then I'm adding value to other people's lives and helping them believe and overcome their fears and become fearless. We have a duplex penthouse today, which I had never thought I will own one day. But these material rewards are not the main thing. I'll tell you the main things that I got out of this business, why I think this business is worth it. The first is the opportunity to help other people achieve the same things. Because of us, so many people will have much better houses, much better vacations, much better children's future than they would have had otherwise. And the sense of satisfaction that comes along with that. The second is the feeling of security. Doesn't matter who is the president of the US, who is the prime minister of India, what the policies are, my family is secure. And I don't have to depend on my children ever. I will be able to give them till the day I live. That is an important feeling. The third is the kind of friends that we have created through this business. We celebrate all the festivals together. We have so much fun. It's just like college life with a lot of money thrown in. It's amazing. Lastly, but most importantly, this business fulfills the most inherent desire of a human being, the feeling to feel, the want to feel important. You know, especially from men's perspective, I can tell you, the number one thing we men value is the respect of our spouse, respect of our children, and respect of our parents. And this business has allowed us to earn all of them. And you can do it too.
See guys, today we make more money than we could make in our job, and we are also free people, right? So tangibles, every morning I get up, amount of time I can play with my son, cuddle him and see his naughtiness, a lot of lovey-dovey with my wife, because there is peace of mind at home, more money in home, so there is a lot of happiness in home. So that's why this lovey-dovey, seriously, you can't put a price to that. And see, guys, in June, Football World Cup is coming up. Next year, Cricket World Cup is coming up in New Zealand, Australia. The matches will be in early mornings. And I am a big sports fan. I'll be watching all those matches live, but don't have to worry about getting up in the morning and running to office for those status meeting and those mails. It's a wonderful life, intangibles, beautiful friends, unbelievable quality, classy friends, big thinkers, wealthy, wonderful friends. And we love each one of them, we cherish them unbelievably. That is the biggest gift that business has given us.
Well, because of this business, my wife didn't have to go to work after we had our first son. After we had a second son, I could retire. So, both of us spend enough time. We've got an apartment where we come down the lift. A lot of people with their laptop going off to work, to the parking lot. We go to the health club. So that's the difference, They said bye to us for the business. Now we say bye, good luck, have a good job, It's fun, a lot of fun to be part of the business. The best thing is, the work that we did many years ago, the work versus the work that we do now, it's a big difference because let's say we broke some platinum many years back. The income keeps coming in and it becomes inflation adjustable. So the effort goes down, but the income goes up. Whereas in a profession, a lot of my colleagues who are still working, as they go up, there's more energy, there's more stress, there's more time that they need to put in. The increment is actually a decrement because the cost of living goes up much higher and performance is based on a lot of other variables. So this is definitely worth it, tangibles, intangibles. Nobody would, all of you sitting here, if we were IT professionals, nobody would have come and heard us like this.
So I cherish things, which, for example, whenever my phone used to ring with an unknown number when I was working, my heart was in my mouth. I thought it may be an office call. I'm sure many of you can relate to what I'm talking about, right? So, so now when a call comes as unknown number, it could be a bank. Nobody can, call and torment me, whatever, So that way, every day, almost every meal, we sit together, we have fresh, hot, cooked food. And after lunch, every day, almost I have a nap, and I get up whenever I want. And I believe these things are not too expensive, but I believe if not for this business, I would have never had this possibility in my life. And me and my wife, we go for movies in the weekdays. You see the entire theater is yours. There's nobody there around and there's no traffic in the road. And these are things, which makes you feel very special that you really did something different, and it pays off in a big way. And thanks to the mentorship of this business that we never had any debt ever. We didn't have any EMIs to pay. No, I don't even have a credit card. So it's no stress, absolutely mentally peaceful. My daughter has never seen me go to office. She thinks every parent stays home all day, except for a few hours in the evening. And I believe this is something, I cannot put a price on, and I would do anything to, achieve this success.
It is absolutely incredibly worth building this business, that much I can say. Several benefits I can tell you. Health, wealth, happiness, fun, laughter, money and time together, peace of mind. Health, because most of us give an excuse, right? We don't have time to exercise early in the morning. How many of you know you can really stay extremely healthy if you exercise half an hour or 1 hour every day, early in the morning? But how many of you really do it? Job comes as an excuse. We say we don't have a time. That's because we know there is stress connected with the job that comes to our life. I exercise 1 hour every day, consistently, because I have no job to go to. Wealth. This business taught us how to respect money. It is not just about the amount of money that we can make through our careers. It's about how we can judiciously use the money, invest the money, and treat money with respect. and live below means. And because of this teachings of this business, we have become extremely wealthy. If I tell you our net worth, you'll be amazed. Okay? Happiness. I used to miss my college days. We used to have so much of fun. We used to put posters of Ferrari, Lamborghini on wall posters. All those things, the moment I joined corporate world, I was missing them. I think life is gone. People are dead up here. Nobody's smiling, nobody's laughing. People are finding pleasure in talking about people at their back. I don't want to belong to this ambience for a long time. I found that solace through this business. If you come to some of our associations, the smaller meetings, you see what kind of fun we have. It is just amazing. It's a greater family you'll start belonging to. Peace of mind. Money and time together, you create the greatest lifestyle through this business because it's money and time together. Most of us trade our time to create an income. Not a great thing to do in this fast-paced world when things are changing every week. No longer things change, take a year to change. You saw WhatsApp getting sold out for 19 billion. That took 1.5 years to create that kind of wealth. Why on earth people like us who are very sharp, very intelligent, have to work for someone else for the rest of our lives for 15, 20, 25, 30 years and still stay broke? Take a strong decision, guys, to build this business.
See, what I want you to understand is that all these 5 people here, first of all, they don't come from poor, needy families, and they were not jobless. They were very much qualified to do anything else that they wanted to do. And now that they don't work in a conventional job, don't misunderstand, they do not keep sleeping till 11. In fact, I think they work harder than ever before that they worked for somebody else. Because when you work for somebody else, you don't feel like giving it all that you have, because you feel, even if I do give all of myself, I'm not going to get back all of it. So why should I give all of it unabashed? But when you are in it for yourself, I think you just give, because you know it's yours and you can give as much as you can. Do you guys really work harder than before today? But it's not tiring anymore. That is the difference. It's not tiring because it's a labor of love. When you own something and you work hard at it, you get a peaceful night's sleep. We believe that there are 7,000, 8,000 people sitting in this auditorium right now. Each one of you, every one of you, is the master of your own destiny and the creator of your own fate. You have a business in your hands that you can take to any level. And it's just available to you right there. All you have to do is just stretch your arms and grab it. It's for you, and you can be where these guys are, and all of them are going Diamond, Founder Diamond, Crown Ambassador and beyond. And it was great talking to all of you. Thank you and have a great day.